Virgin?
Yes.
And how old are you?
I'm 21.
Why haven't you done the deed yet?
The key to a strong society is family. And so, in my view, choosing my future husband is like the most important decision I'll ever make. And I'm somebody that I know my heart, and I know that I fall really hard when I meet somebody. So I want to retain some level of objectivity when I'm selecting a future partner. And I know that if I had sex with them, I would be completely imprinted on them. And instead of being like, okay, is this person, do they have the qualities that I'm looking for in a husband, or am I just making it work instead of like seeing red flags and leaving?
I had a real important conversation with my daughter today about having a baby. She said to me, "Daddy, I can't wait to have my own baby, where I can nurture this baby, love this baby. Oh, I just wanted to see how it look and everything." I said to my daughter, and this is my youngest daughter, my 10-year-old. You guys can see on the screen right there all of my daughters. In the bigger picture, you have my 15 and 10-year-old, the one I'm talking about right now, and then on the smaller picture, we have my oldest daughter all the way in the back. Her name is Erin. She is about to be 21 years old. I met her mother when she was 3 years old, and I had raised her ever since. But my 10-year-old, she stated this comment, and I said, "Jordan, do you really want to think about it like that?" And she said, "What do you mean? I just would like, I like babies and everything." I said, "I understand what you said was totally innocent, and I understand that you do want a baby. Most little girls get baby dolls, and that cultivates the innate ability they have in wanting to nurture, wanting to take care of." But I had to stop her there. I said, "Don't say you want a baby, because you're 10 years old and you got a lot of life to live. What you really want is a suitable man that you can consult with about having said baby. See, you don't want to have a baby with anybody, because when you're saying it at 10 years old, you're preparing your mind. And I'm not saying that, she's going to be a single mother, but when a little girl is talking about having a baby, they prepare their mind for having a baby alone, because she was just thinking about her and the baby at the point of thought. Now, I had to stop her, and that's what fathers are for. That's what parents are for. We are there to guide our children when they're doing something that's either out of the norm or not on track with what society deems worthy of being a great citizen. You see? So as she say what she say, she just means it in a playful way, as, like a baby doll. But I seen an opportunity to have a teaching moment with her. I said, "Do you understand that if you find a suitable man, a suitable husband, where you guys can talk about having a baby, that is the idea, is for you to become a wife first, and for you to submit to a competent man that understands his masculinity and understands you." And she said something that really resonated with me and made me feel great. She said, "Well, I probably will find somebody sort of like you." And I said, "That's exactly my next point." See, the thing is, these little girls, they tend to find a man or look for attributes in that man and characteristics in that man, sort of like their father. But if they never had a father, they are going to probably pick someone like their mother. And that's where you have the fuck boys and the Pookies and the Ray Rays of the world being able to date and get impregnate our young girls. You see? Because they don't have a strong father figure in their life. And I say father figure because it don't necessarily gotta be the actual father. They have to have that suitable masculine man who understands what he wants, understands himself, and he teaches it to his daughter to look out for. They know how to discern between being a competent, suitable man to where he can choose her to be his wife. They got to know how to discern between that and getting the Madden King, who's beast at Madden. He's a beast, but he doesn't do anything. He's a bum. He probably can hit you off real good, but he's still a bum. I don't want my daughters taking care of men. I seen my mother take care of men all the time. So back to this conversation, I said, look, I want you to be a little girl. That's what me and my ex-wife, I got a divorce last year, if you guys know, who's been following my channel and following me for years. I got a divorce last year and we co-parent, right? So at the end of the day, we always taught them certain values within themselves. I call it cultivating confidence, you know? And we just want her to be a little girl. That's all I want my children to be, little girls. You see, I have all girls. I just want them to be children. I know at 10, 11, 12 years old, I couldn't be just a little boy out here playing with G.I. Joe. I had to look at a lot of things and grow up really, really fast in Northeast Trinidad, Washington, D.C., 1280 Rum Street. You see, I seen the trenches. I seen things that I wish I never seen. And I try to instill these things in my children. So when she told me and recognized that she'll probably look for someone that's like her father, that made me almost tear up, because she get the concept and she understands what I'm telling her by just being a little girl, getting your schooling in. And then once you're in your 20s, wilding out. They wild out in their 20s. We know that. And then get ready for a man to come in your life, because men are starting to talk to you at, I say 16, 17. They're going to start showing their interest. So most girls actually acquiesce to men that's like their father. Now that could be good or bad though, you know, because they can know their father. And when that man comes around, and if he's a drug dealer, if he's this, he's that, they're probably going to acquiesce to a man that's like that. So I'm telling her, look, don't say you want a baby. Say you want a competent husband, to where you guys can sit down and talk about having this baby. You see? Because like I said, you don't want to put yourself in a single mother idea. And when she said, oh, I just want to have a baby, you can really train yourself, if you keep saying that, to be cool if you did have a baby by yourself. And that's what we need to start doing with our young girls. We need to start having them understand what their value is and showing that that is what it is. That is my essence. And the right man will recognize that and come through and scoop her right off her feet. And that's what I told my daughter. I said, look, when you find the right man, and he's sort of like me, and hey, look, he probably be like me and 100 more things. Just understand that I want someone that love you for you. I want you to love them for them. I want you to understand. It's all about understanding how to pick right. You see, the most, and I told her this flat out. Fathers, we don't sugarcoat anything. I said, the two decisions that are going to be the most critical decisions in your life is you choosing a competent, suitable man as a husband and having a child. Those are going to be the most critical moments of your life that will dictate the rest of your life. So just take a step back. Don't say you want a baby when you're 10. Say, I strive to find my husband. And she understood everything I was saying. That's what parents are for. Like I said, we guide them. We guide these children to something that is more favorable for them. If you're not doing that for your child, what are you doing? What are you doing? If you're not trying to make your child's life a little bit better than yours growing up, what are you doing? You are not doing anything. You need to start talking to these children when these children say things to you that's a little off key, because they don't know. But they're very impressionable. And if I'm telling my daughter, don't say you want a baby, say you want a competent, suitable man, sort of like your father. That's all I got. You guys go down in the comment section and tell me what you think of this concept that I just gave my daughter. Do you think like this? And what do you tell your daughter when she comes to you with certain things? Do you correct her? Do you give her a better perspective like I did? What do you do? And women, if you're watching, do you allow your husband or your boyfriend or your baby father or what have you, do you allow him to be that father to those children? That's all I got, man. This has been another episode of Inside the Culture Podcast. And if you're finding my channel for the very first time, please make sure that you tap that like button. Helps the video get shared around YouTube, man. That's what it's all about, people. How you parent. It's not a blueprint to it, but try to get to the next best thing. That's all I got. Hey, some videos just popped up on your screen that goes more in depth in the channel, and I appreciate you guys coming to the video. I will catch you on the next one. Peace. Y'all be safe.